Join me as I try to recreate Aryna Sabalenka's winning moments from the 2024 US Open final and see if I can match her epic skills on the court. In this video, we'll be delving into Aryna Sabalenka's incredible journey to winning the 2024 US Open, highlighting her performance in the nail-biting final showdown. Leading up to the final, Sabalenka faced some tough opponents, including a thrilling three-set match against Maria Sakkari in the semis. It was clear that Sabalenka was on a mission to claim her first Grand Slam title, but Sakkari wasn't going down without a fight. Sabalenka's serve was put to the test, and she was forced to dig deep to come out on top. The pressure was on, and the world was watching to see if Sabalenka could finally break through and claim her maiden Grand Slam title. The expectation was palpable, and it would have been easy for her to crumble under the weight of it all. But Sabalenka is a fighter, and she was determined to make her mark on the tennis world. Sabalenka's road to the final wasn't without its challenges, and she faced some stiff competition along the way. She battled through rain delays, tough opponents, and even some questionable calls from the umpires. But through it all, she remained focused and composed, never losing sight of her ultimate goal. In the final, Sabalenka faced off against a familiar foe, Iga Swiatek. The two had met before, and Sabalenka knew that she'd have to bring her A-game if she wanted to come out on top. The crowd was electric, and the tension was palpable as the two players took to the court. The match itself was an absolute thriller, with both players giving it their all. Sabalenka's powerful serve was on full display, and she used it to great effect, dominating the early games. But Swiatek was no pushover, and she fought back valiantly, pushing Sabalenka to her limits. One of the key moments of the match came when Sabalenka faced a crucial break point in the second set. She was down 4-5, and it seemed like all the momentum was with Swiatek. But Sabalenka refused to back down, and she summoned every last bit of energy to save the break point and hold serve. It was a turning point in the match, and it gave Sabalenka the boost she needed to push on and claim the title. Sabalenka's strategy was simple yet effective. She used her powerful serve to dominate the early games, and then used her razor-sharp reflexes to outmaneuver Swiatek at the net. It was a masterclass in tennis, and it was clear that Sabalenka was in her zone. As the match wore on, it became clear that Sabalenka was the superior player. She was dominant on serve, and her aggressive play at the net was simply too much for Swiatek to handle. In the end, it was a comfortable victory for Sabalenka, but it was anything but comfortable for those of us watching. It was an emotional roller coaster that had us on the edge of our seats from start to finish. That critical turning point in the match, when Sabalenka saved that break point in the second set, was the moment when everything changed. It was like a switch had been flipped, and suddenly Sabalenka was in control. From that moment on, she was unstoppable. She was like a woman on a mission, determined to claim that title no matter what. Sabalenka's determination was inspiring to watch, and it was clear that she was drawing on every last bit of energy and experience to get the win. She was like a force of nature, unstoppable and unyielding, and it was an absolute privilege to watch her in action. As the final point was played, and Sabalenka sank to her knees in triumph, it was clear that this was a moment she would never forget. And for those of us watching, it was a moment that we'd never forget either. It was an epic conclusion to an epic match, and it cemented Sabalenka's place as one of the all-time greats. Aryna Sabalenka's victory at the 2024 US Open is a testament to her skill, her determination, and her unwavering dedication to her craft. It's a reminder that, no matter how tough things get, you can always push through and achieve greatness. So what did you think of the final? Did you have Sabalenka pegged as the winner from the start, or were you on the edge of your seat the whole time? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other videos for more sports highlights.